That $53 Nioxin System kit, sitting on the shelf at your local Walmart right now, contains the exact same base surfactants as a $7 drugstore shampoo. And the brand knows exactly what it is doing. You have been played. The hair loss shampoo industry is running a $24 billion annual con on men over 40, selling you caffeine myths, biotin fairy tales, and proprietary blend language, while the two ingredients with actual peer-reviewed human trial data sit on the bottom shelf at CVS for $15. By the end of this video, you will have a ranked list of 6 shampoos that are quietly draining your wallet for 0 clinical return and 3 alternatives that smart men actually use. The most expensive trap on this list will shock you. It is probably in your bathroom right now. Let us get into it. Starting at number 6, Hims Max Volume Shampoo, $18 per 6.4-ounce bottle at hims.com. That breaks down to $2.81 per ounce. The marketing headline is caffeine and biotin working together to add volume and support thicker hair. Here is what the label does not tell you. A 2018 pilot study that the industry loves to cite compared 0.2% caffeine shampoo to 5% minoxidil. The participant count was 6 men. 6, and that result has never been replicated in any independent, peer-reviewed, larger trial. A 2025 systematic review on caffeine shampoos noted convenience and minimal side effects while carefully stopping short of claiming proven hair regrowth efficacy. That is academic language for, we cannot say it works. The biotin story is even worse. The Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology published a 2024 review of every available biotin study. Biotin deficiency affects fewer than 1 in 40,000 people. For everyone else, topical biotin applied in a shampoo that rinses off your scalp in 90 seconds cannot physically penetrate to the follicle. The follicle sits 2 to 5 millimeters beneath the skin surface. A washout surfactant product does not reach it. The base of this shampoo is sodium lauryl sulfate and cocamidopropyl betaine. That is the same cleansing foundation as dozens of drugstore shampoos costing under $5. You are paying $18 for a story about caffeine and a vitamin that goes down your drain. Number 5. Keeps Prescription Ketoconazole Shampoo. $33 per bottle, available only through the Keeps platform after a telehealth consultation. The marketing position is prescription strength, clinician-supervised, science-backed scalp care. Here is what the smart money knows. Ketoconazole is one of the 2 shampoo actives with genuine peer-reviewed evidence for male hair loss. A 2002 study in the International Journal of Cosmetic Science across 150 men showed ketoconazole delivered a plus 5.4% improvement in hair thickness. A late 1990s study compared it directly to 2% minoxidil, the only FDA-approved topical, and found similar results. The science is real, but the delivery model is not. Keeps sells you a prescription gatekeeping service for an ingredient you can buy over the counter at every CVS, Walgreens, and Target in America for $15. Nizoral AD contains 1% ketoconazole without a subscription, without a telehealth fee, without a recurring auto ship at $33. The science behind ketoconazole is solid. The $33 subscription wrapper around it is not. You are paying a premium for a locked door to an ingredient you already have the key for. Number 4. Nioxin System 2 Scalp and Hair Thickening Shampoo. $21 for 10 ounces at Walmart, which is $2.09 per ounce. For the larger 33-ounce liter, you pay $42. The brand claims it is clinically and dermatologically tested, designed specifically for men with progressed natural thinning, and that 85% of consumers noticed a thickening effect. Consumers, not participants in a published, randomized, controlled trial. The Wimpole Clinic, a dermatology practice, reviewed the full available evidence base on Nioxin in 2025 and confirmed. No published peer-reviewed clinical trials exist proving measurable hair regrowth from Nioxin products. The ingredient list opens with sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium lauryl sulfate. Those are commodity surfactants. Then niacinamide, biotin, panthenol, caffeine follow. Nioxin is owned by Wella, which is owned by KKR, a private equity firm managing over $500 billion in assets. The tingle you feel from the peppermint oil is a sensation. It is not treatment. You are paying $2.09 per ounce for a consumer survey packaged as clinical proof. Number 3. Nutrafol Men Active Cleanse Shampoo. $36 for 8.5 ounces at Sephora and Target, breaking down to $4.24 per ounce. The positioning is microbiome health, gentle biosurfactants, and scalp environment optimization for thinning hair. Nutrafol built its brand on oral supplements with a reasonable evidence base for hair health. But the shampoo is a different product category. The microbiome claim is not supported by any published randomized controlled trial specific to the Nutrafol shampoo formula. The brand is publicly traded and spends heavily on influencer placement and dermatologist referral programs. That marketing infrastructure costs money, and that money comes from the $36 you hand over at Sephora. The active ingredient story is not there. The brand equity story is. Smart men over 40 do not pay for brand equity at $4.24 per ounce when the scalp does not know the difference. Number 2. Nioxin Hair Fall Defense Shampoo. $30 for 6.7 ounces at Target and Ulta, approximately $4.48 per ounce. The featured ingredient is S-A-N-D-A-L-O-R-E, a synthetic sandalwood aroma molecule that Nioxin claims activates olfactory receptors in the scalp to extend the anagen hair growth phase. The supporting study Nioxin references involved 30 consumers over 12 weeks. 30 people. No independent replication exists. The FDA has not evaluated or approved S-A-N-D-A-L-O-R-E for hair loss. The other ingredients are the same sodium lauryl sulfate and peppermint oil base. For a man standing in the Target grooming aisle worrying about a receding hairline, S-A-N-D-A-L-O-R-E sounds credible. It is a synthetic fragrance compound dressed in receptor biology language. At $4.48 per ounce, you are paying a premium that the published science does not support. And the number 1 shampoo robbing men over 40 blind. Moroccan Oil Smoothing Shampoo. $34 for 8.5 ounces at Sephora and Ulta Beauty, breaking down to $4 per ounce, marketed with the promise of strength and argan oil enrichment. The argan oil story is the masterpiece of ingredient marketing. Argan oil is a real ingredient with real moisturizing properties. It is also produced by industrial suppliers who sell the same grade material to brands across every price point. The wholesale cost of cosmetic-grade argan oil runs between $30 and $80 per kilogram. 1 kilogram formulates thousands of bottles of shampoo. At trace concentrations typical in a rinse-off product, the actual argan oil in your $34 bottle costs the manufacturer pennies. Hair care analyst data from 2023 found that premium hair product brands allocate an average of 68% of their retail price to marketing, packaging, and distribution. The remaining 32% covers formulation, manufacturing, and raw materials. At $34, roughly $11 goes toward the product and $23 goes toward the bottle, the shelf placement, and the Instagram campaign. Argan oil at rinse-off concentrations does not structurally repair hair. It coats the surface temporarily. The $4 per ounce premium is a story about a Moroccan tree, not a clinical outcome. Now here is what actually works. 3 options. No subscriptions. No gimmicks. Starting at number 3 on the good side. Head & Shoulders Clinical Strength Shampoo. $11 for 13.5 ounces at Walmart, Target, and Walgreens. Less than 82 cents per ounce. The active ingredient is 1% pyrithione zinc. 2 separate 24-week double-blind clinical studies demonstrated that pyrithione zinc at this concentration maintains hair counts and reduces scalp inflammation in men with androgenetic alopecia and seborrheic dermatitis. The science is not glamorous. The packaging is blue and white, and it has been sitting in your dad's shower your whole life. But the data exists, it is peer-reviewed, and the price per ounce is a fraction of every product on the problem list above. This is not a consolation prize. This is the compound with clinical evidence for $1 less than most people spend on their morning coffee. Number 2. Neutrogena T/Sal Therapeutic Shampoo. $18 for 16 ounces at CVS, Walgreens, and Target, which works out to $1.13 per ounce. The active is 3% salicylic acid, a beta-hydroxy acid that penetrates the follicle opening and clears sebum buildup and dead skin cell accumulation that blocks healthy hair growth. Dermatologists recommend salicylic acid shampoos for men with oily scalps because the compound dissolves the lipid bonds in scalp buildup, whereas most shampoos only clean the surface. T/Sal has been used in clinical dermatology practice for decades. It is fragrance-free, straightforward in its ingredient list, and available without a prescription at every major drugstore in America. At $1.13 per ounce, it delivers an active with genuine mechanism of action science at a cost that makes every product on the problem list look absurd. And the #1 smart man's choice. Nizoral AD Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. $15 for 7 ounces at CVS, Target, and Walgreens, right on the open shelf without a prescription or a telehealth appointment. The active is 1% ketoconazole. This is the same molecule that keeps cells behind a $33 prescription subscription wall. The 2002 International Journal of Cosmetic Science study across 150 male participants showed ketoconazole produced a 5.4% increase in hair thickness. The late 1990s clinical comparison with 2% minoxidil foam showed similar improvements in follicle size and hair shaft diameter. Ketoconazole works through 2 distinct mechanisms. It suppresses malassezia, the scalp fungus that drives follicular inflammation, and it partially inhibits 5-alpha reductase, the enzyme that converts testosterone into DHT. DHT is the primary hormonal driver of male pattern baldness. No other over-the-counter shampoo ingredient addresses both inflammatory and androgenic pathways simultaneously with peer-reviewed human evidence. The protocol is simple. Use Nizoral 2 to 3 times per week. Leave it on your scalp for 3 to 5 minutes before rinsing. Alternate with a pyrithione zinc shampoo on the other days. Your complete evidence-based shampoo system costs less than $23 per month and covers more than 30 days of use. That is the no BS version of what smart men actually do. The pattern here is not complicated. 6 shampoos charging between $18 and $36 per bottle for caffeine myths, synthetic fragrance compounds, biosurfactant marketing, and argan oil stories. 3 alternatives costing under $18 per bottle, backed by 24-week double-blind studies and head-to-head minoxidil comparisons. The hair loss shampoo market is a $24 billion industry built on the anxiety men feel at 40 when they notice the drain filling up. They know you will reach for the product with the most clinical-sounding language on the packaging. They know you will not read the primary literature. They are right about most men. You just became the exception. Hit subscribe. Next week, the 5 grooming products dermatologists quietly remove from their own bathrooms. That list starts with something almost every man over 40 owns right now.